In a small hotel in London I was sitting down to dine when the waiter brought the register and asked me if I'd sign, and as I signed I saw a name that set my heart astir. A certain Francis Farrely had signed the register. I knew a lot of Farrelys, and out of all the crew I kept on sort of wondering, which Farrely were you? And when I had finished dinner I sat back on my chair going round my native land to find what Farrely you were. Were you the keen-eyed Kerryman I met below Kinmare who told me that when Ireland fought the odds were never fair? If Cromwell had met Sarsfield or met Owen Rue O'Neill, it's not to Mr. Gladstone we'd be looking for appeal. Would have Ireland for the Irish, not a Saxon to be seen, and only Gaelic spoken in that house in College Green. Told me landlords were the devil and their agents 10 times worse, and every sort of government for Ireland was a curse. Oh, if you were that Francis Farrely, your dreams have not come true. Still, slánta. Slánta Francine, for I like a man like you. Or were you that Francis Farrely that often used to say I'd like to blow them papishes from Derry's walls away? The boy who used to bother me at Orange Lodge to join and thought that history started with the Battle of the Boyne. I was not all with you, Francis. The Pope is not my friend, but still I hope, poor man, he die without that bloody end. And when you're quit from care yourself to get the kingdom come, it's no use teaching you the harp. You'll play the orange drum. Ach man, you were a fighter, of that I had no doubt, for I seen ye in Belfast one night when the Antrim road was out. And many a time that evening I thought that you were dead, the way them papish paving stones was hopping off your head. Oh, if you're that Francis Farrely that came from North Tyrone, here's looking to you, Francis, but do leave the Pope alone. Are you that Francis Farrely that in my college days for strolling on the Kingstown pier had such a curious craze? Do you mind them lovely sisters, the blonde and the brunette? I know I've not forgotten, and I don't think you forget that picnic at the Dargle and the other at the Scalp. How my heart was palpitating. Yours wasn't. Not a palp. Someone said you married money, and maybe you was wise. But the gold you loved was in her hair, and the diamonds in her eyes. So I like to think that you married her and that you're with her yet. 'Twas some militia officer that married the brunette. But the blonde one always loved you. And I know you loved her too. So my blessings on you, Francis, and the blue sky over you. Or were you that Francis Farrely I met so long ago in the bog below Belmullet in the county of Mayo? That long-legged, freckled Francis with the deep-set, wistful eyes that seemed to take their colour from the ever-changing skies, that put his flute together as I sketched the distant scene and played me Planxty Kelly and the Wakes of Inishkeen, that told me in the autumn you'd be sailing to the west to try and make your fortune and send money to the rest. And would I draw a picture of the place where he was born, and he'd hang it up and look at it, and not feel so forlorn. And when I had it finished, you got up from where you sat and you said, "Well, you're the devil," and I can't say more than that. Oh, if you were that Francis Farrely, your fortune may be small, but I'm thinking thinking, Francis, that I love you best of all, and I never can forget you, though it's years and years ago. In the bog below Belmullet, in the county of Mayo.
Oh, that was brilliant, Michael.
Great delivery as always, Michael.
Yeah, that was wonderful.
Yeah.
Just keep that Percy French coming.
I didn't write it, I'm only passing on the message.
You do.
You tell it very well.
Yeah.